Welcome to the Resiliency Room.
Some days I look back at some of the not like sex wise, but just some of the nonsense that I come across, or even some of the stuff I engage in. Like I remember that I went through a phase where I was trying to be like this cool like pickup artist and all this silliness I would say. And I look back and I'm like, I'm glad almost every single woman shot me down, right? Because I had to develop a personality.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
Right? I would say stuff in Spanish. I was like, "Ben aquí, mommy," all this. Oh yeah. It's like, Terraine, what do you think? You
Oh
know,
my
like 10 words in
gosh.
Spanish.
Right.
10 words. And these are the words you know. Culo this and culo that. And
And then when they start talking back to you in Spanish, you're like, oh fuck, I don't know what to say. What do I say now?
I wasn't aware of Google Translator back then, right? So, just speak into my phone, please. Right? Like now you can do that. Now you can approach someone that speaks Mandarin or Cantonese or Spanish or French and just speak into the phone and you just speak into
Mhm.
it and, I want to have sex with you right now. Like whatever whatever voice you wanna use, right?
So do you think that that is beneficial for relationships? So like because I again 90 Day Fiance, I've seen these relationships or there's like love in translation, I think it's called, where the
Ooh.
women speak no English, they speak other languages, and the men go on the show and they only speak English. So for a first portion of the show, they can't use translating devices. They have to like kind of get to know each other just by speaking. And then I think I've only watched the first episode, so I don't know how the rest of the show goes, but I imagine I do know that they start being able to translate. But like, how does that impact the success of relationships? Because if you are only speaking through a translator on your phone, like, I would imagine that gets kind of difficult sometimes,
Hmm.
especially like I've seen people go to other countries and they will do that where they're only, and then translation is not flawless, you know? So I don't know. Do you think that you could have a successful relationship that way?
Ooh. Body language is universal,
That's
right?
fair.
I think most people know through body movements and body contact if the person wants to be intimate with you or not.
Yeah.
So, right? So if you put that to the side, if you're not communicating verbally, then it has to be physical
Yeah.
because we're not at the point where we're telepathic, right? I can't put my thoughts into your mind and vice versa. So, can you have a successful start to a relationship where the majority of the conversation is going to be physical in nature? Yes, I would say you can. And the reason why I say you can is you develop an attraction, which is important to any relationship, but then it has to progress into something. If it's strictly going to be physical, then I think the only thing you can have is a physical slash sexual relationship because you're not
Right.
communicating you can connect emotionally, but you can't even convey
Right.
that you're connecting emotionally. So that'll be my thought. I think you could have a good start to it, but then it has to progress from there into something else.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I think, I mean, at some point, and you can learn about a lot about a person through observation. But I think at some point, if it's going to be any kind of deeply connected relationship outside of physical, I think that you have to. And a lot of people that I've seen like will learn the other language. Like they'll
Hmm.
learn the language so they can successfully communicate for that person. And I think it's necessary. I feel like really both people should try to learn the other person's language. Um, but it's typically the on what I've seen on the show anyway, it's typically the English speaking person learns the other language. But um yeah.
Even if it's just a few words, right? Like really, like if you look at your day or even my day, how many different words do we actually say to our partners?
Well, I don't know. We end our day like talking about a bunch of random shit. So, but like
Hmm.
throughout the day, it depends. If we're both busy, not much, you know.
Yeah. If you have a sit down, then yeah, like I have a sit down and then you communicate how your day went and things like that, right? But
Yeah,
outside of that, it's like brief sentences to get on with the day. So
very
I can
much
see
so.
them making it, yeah, I can see them making it work if they know enough to get by,
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
right? And I can see that. But that must be tough,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right?
I've
Because I
never
like the
dated
communication
anyone.
piece, so
Yeah, I've never dated anybody who didn't speak English, so I don't know. Um,
me either. Me either. I'm just trying to think. No. Like I know I've dated people that they're bilingual, like they knew another language, right?
right.
But English
Yeah.
was their primary, it was their primary language. So
Yeah,
it's
same.
yeah, that must be tough, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's sex, then who cares?
Right,
You just
right.
write it on a piece of paper, just, sign.
Everybody
That's
knows yes
easy.
and no, so that's really all you need.
You know, like you hold someone's hand, like, okay, come to my car, okay. Like okay is okay in every language. Like
Right.
I think the word okay exists in like almost every language at this point, right? It's like okay, lay down, okay. Want me to take off my clothes? You don't have to say them or just
Uh-huh.
yeah. Like we've got to the point where it's so silly. It is so silly. As much as we say that like there's people who aren't having sex, like the people who are having sex seems like they're just having a lot of it,
Hmm.
regardless if they even know it. You have two people who speak English who can't even communicate properly. So,
This is true. This is
right?
true. This is like the whole premise of our careers, like
Yeah.
people speak the same language but can't communicate.
How did I know that leaving the dishes in the sink was bad?
Right, right.
Did you ask? Did you say? They should know. They should tell me. It's like, what is this? It's like two kids. I didn't know I was
Yeah.
supposed to clean my room. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to wear Sunday underwear on a Wednesday.
Not the Sunday underwear.
The Sunday underwear, the church underwear, the scratchy one.
Wait, you have fancy church underwear?
Now I'm speaking from trauma. Mom, Dad, it's so itchy, these pants, this underwear. It's always bigger and thicker than the rest of the underwear. It's what you girls will call granny panties, okay?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it'd be that. The light bulb goes in their head because their underwear is like, where's my needle and thread? It's like, where's my dental floss?
Yeah, that's what
It
yeah.
protects nothing. It protects nothing.
All we need is just
Abs-
a triangle over the crotch, okay? That's all we need. We just
And some of you don't even wear that. Some of you don't even wear underwear.
No, see, but this is also like a trauma thing for me because I've tried like sleeping without certain garments of clothing
Hmm.
and because someone told me, again, I'm not going to call them out, but someone told me you should sleep nude. It's so freeing. It's so blah, 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 this. And I'm like,
I agree.
that makes me very nervous. And I tried it as a grown up over 40 and I couldn't do it. And it is definitely a trauma thing for me because I feel like I'm exposed.
Hmm.
Like, and someone's gonna take advantage of that. And the person I'm talking to is like, you're in your bedroom, in your own bed, in your own home. No one's gonna do anything to you. I can't. I can't. I tried it and I felt like something was gonna happen to me. And I know it's so like it's such an irrational thing because no one's gonna do anything to me in my bed unless it's my husband and I want him to. You know what I mean? I
Absolutely.
know that.
Yeah.
But my brain is just like, can't do it.
Yeah, I totally understand. It's like pie on the windowsill where the scent just goes throughout the neighborhood and people like smell. She's naked in her bed, guys. You know what I mean? It's like the aroma of it. I totally get it. I totally get it. The first time I slept naked, I was like so uncomfortable. I was like, because you
Right?
do feel exposed.
Yeah.
You know, you're literally just there, and I don't want to say you're there for the taking, but you're there's no barrier,
Exactly. Like I have my
right?
blanket, but like what's that gonna do? And realistically, what shorts are not gonna stop anyone either. But I feel more protected in my shorts, okay?
The legendary shorts. You know, you should when you retire them, you should like you should frame it in a glass and be like, and put the date from whenever it is you bought it until the day you
I
retire
mean, I
it.
have more than one pair of shorts. I don't just wear the same pair of shorts every day.
Retire them all. Retire them all. Husband, thank me later, okay?
Right.
Retire them all. Just put them up there. Only for special events they come down. You know.
Oh
But you're no,
man.
but you're absolutely right. Like, because I did it and I have silk sheets and I slept on it and I realized the sheets were cold. And I
Yeah.
was like, no, I'm sorry, I can't sleep. But it is freeing.
Yeah.
You definitely it's just weird. Like you have the blanket, you have everything, and from a man's perspective, you have everything rubbing all over you, right? And men will
Well, that
react.
too. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And I don't think you want your partner's like, oh, he's poking me again. Like you know what I mean? Right? Because I did hear from some women, they're like, some days, most of the time they're okay with it, but there's sometimes they just don't want to be poked in
Right.
in that
Right.
way, right? So
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
that's another thing for me too, like and again it goes back to trauma, but I've never been one who like likes to be woke up to have sex because first of all, I have a very difficult relationship with sleep and like so there's that. Like don't wake me up unless I'm about to die if I don't get woke up. That
Mhm.
should be it. Like or I guess if someone else is in my house is gonna die, wake me up and but like that's really it. Only in extreme situations should you wake me out of my sleep. But there's that and there's like it's also this like, what are you doing? Like I'm not awake, I don't know what's happening, kind of thing for me too. Why are you touching me? I'm not up.
Yeah. There's I'm the same way. Because there's times where I used to date someone, she was really big into like morning sex, and there's times where I would wake up and she's on top of me. Because at first I thought it was a dream, right? Until I woke up, I was like, oh, it actually is happening.
But see, that sounds fun for a man though. Like I feel like if I was a man that sounds like that'd be fun.
It was until it wasn't, because
Mm.
then like waking up and you have someone on top of you doing that, yes, because they're doing the majority of the work, so it takes it off our back. But then after a while, it's like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just because I think for me, one of the things that made me hesitant about it, maybe turned me off a little bit, is since they're into it, they're like, hey, if I'm half asleep and you want to have sex, just do it, right? But the way she said it was, oh, you can just take it. And it's like, take it. So like, what do you? But she said it kind of jokingly, right? I was like, what do you mean take it,
Yeah.
right? Because that sounds right. But I
Yeah.
guess in maybe in her mind, that's what she's doing to me. So now I feel like, what the hell?
But I guess in that scenario, it like for somebody might like me, I no, I would never tell someone that because I have, because of my
Mhm.
trauma. But if you're in a relationship with someone who you trust and feel secure with, then I can understand how it's like, yeah, just I mean, like maybe a conversation with my husband, but like just say like if I was single and never tell someone that, like you have to have a certain kind of trust to
Mhm.
even like make a joke like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, and I like it wasn't offensive to me. It was just kind of a little shocking because it was new.
Yeah.
Right? Because the majority of people before her, like now, because I'm with someone else, it doesn't matter. But if I look back, that was the only time someone was so big on it. Because their thing is like they enjoy being woken up to. So for me, I gotta adjust
Right.
to
Right.
that, right? Because when you wake up next to the person, you see that they're sleeping, and you know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
for me, it just looks bad,
Right. Right.
right? It just
Yeah,
looks
no, I get
bad,
it.
but yeah, but that was your thing. So I was okay. It's not a big deal to me to do it. So we
Yeah.
started doing it. But yeah, but waking up and seeing that I was just like, oh, I thought I was dreaming this, but it's actually, you know, I'm like, how do we even get here? Because you don't feel when you're
Oh,
in
right.
like for me, like when you're enjoying your sleep, like I'm enjoying my sleep, right? But it's like, yeah, how do we get here?
Okay, let me ask you this question because this is just a question I'm curious about because it's another conversation that I had with someone.
This
And
source, like, is the man or woman of our generation here. All right, the source, the oracle told you.
right. So if you and their answer was more like playful when they said yes. So they're not like really mad about this happening, but it's like that's kind of fucked up. I- if your partner has a sex dream and it's with someone else involved, is that an issue? Is it like, no, that's a problem, or is it like, yeah, I'm gonna give them shit about it, but I don't really care. I don't care because it's a dream. But some people, this person was like, yeah, but that means you're thinking about that person. First of all, I have sex dreams and I don't even know the person in it. I don't know
Oh,
what
you're
that says
lucky.
about me. I don't know what that says about me, but I do. And I'm like, I don't know who this person is, but they were there, So then the theory is like, well, if someone's in your dream, that means you've seen them before or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know this person, but I guess they were a good time. So, you know, is that is that an issue? Like, do you think that's an issue or even in
If
your
you're
coaching, like, do people have issues with that?
okay, so if I understand correctly, if someone has a sex dream about someone that isn't their partner, is it a problem?
Yeah,
If that was a problem for me, well, yes, two ways. It's not a problem for me. Um, I give them credit for remembering their dream like that because I have a difficult time remembering my dreams, especially those
really.
ones. Yeah, but no, no, it wouldn't be a problem for me. Um, for the women I've coached, because most of the women I coach are older, they don't necessarily they talk more about their bodies versus their sexual experiences with me. And in a way, thank God. Because I don't want to visualize that,
Right.
because eventually you meet their partners, right? And it's like, you're 60 and doing this? Like, I'm 40 and I can't even do that. But and the second thing is what if the dream is about someone you both know?
I haven't had that happen. But yeah, I don't know. I think that would be weird. Like if you know the
Yeah.
person
Like what if it's like your sister, your mom, your aunt, your cousin?
that I'm having a sex dream with those people,
No, like
that's a
no, like let's
problem.
say,
That's a
well, not
problem for
well,
me.
not you specifically, yeah, but like let's say your husband or my partner is having, the sex dream about one of our family members that they met.
Oh, okay. So I had a dream that my husband was dating my mom, and one of my friends, but I was okay with it. But you know, that's
But you had that dream, right?
I
So
had that dream. Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing. So on the surface of a stranger, no, but usually, like I look back at some of the sex dreams I had, it's usually a faceless woman.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, like the
Yeah.
body doesn't even look familiar. Thank
Right.
God, and it never will, because unless my current situation ends, then and that's another
Yeah.
thing, right? Like, what if,
Right. Right.
what if someone is walking somewhere and they recognize a person that's similar to the person that they had that sex dream about?
Mm.
The grocery store clerk, the barista at Starbucks, you
Yeah.
know. So depending on how deep this can go, it could be an issue. But on the surface, no, you had a dream about someone and just leave it there. You don't want to be those people that we see sometimes online. It's like, the Wolf of Wall Street, for example, where he says someone's name and he's like, who is that? He's like, who? He's like, what are you, an owl?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be in that position, but thank God I don't talk in my sleep because some of my dreams are kind of crazy, but you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I have some special some special dreams and I remember them. Like I remember the real weird ones. Sometimes I wish I could forgive them, but I don't.
My dreams are so PG these days, like especially in the last number of years. It's either about me thinking of an idea, like if I remember the last couple of dreams I had, it's me going to do my taxes, which I still have to do. It's me planning some of the events that I have planned for April, but like a dream of intimacy, I don't know how I would handle that. And I
Okay.
wonder, should partners be told?
Yeah, I don't think necessarily. I mean, I just tell my husband because I think it's funny. But I mean, I don't think that you have to tell your partner all your dreams. No. I mean, especially if it like when it comes to dreams and it's something that you think might actually bother them and it's literally just a dream, I don't think so. But I mean, I don't
I
know.
agree.
That's just for other
I agree.
people.
Especially if you don't talk about dreams in general, then the one time you
Yeah,
bring it up, you know,
right.
it's because here's the thing. Let's say our partners have a dream and they have a sex dream and they share it with us, right? And they share the position that they were in and everything. And now your partner comes to you is like, hey, can we try this position? Or the position from your dream with your mystery man or your mystery woman? That's going to be awkward.
Right.
Right? Because it's
Yeah.
like, hey, what are you trying to recreate here? So, yeah, just keep it to yourselves, guys, if you guys can. If you feel that it's something that you guys need to talk about, then definitely go talk about it. But dreams are just
Yeah.
dreams. They're innocent in a lot of ways.
Do you think, do you think, and okay, I'm gonna ask you this from a professional standpoint because my personal answer for this might be a little bit different than my professional answer, but do you think that it is necessary to tell your partner everything, everything, whether it involves them, whether it impacts them or not, everything? Would you recommend yes or no to clients, I guess, professionally?
Yes to everything that impacts or potentially can impact the relationship. No to everything.
Yeah, I agree.
And I say no to everything and like I went down the street and whatever.
Right, right. I agree.
Right?
Personally, I might say a
But
little
I'm
bit different.
generalizing here though, right?
Right,
Because you don't your relationship does and mine too doesn't seem like it's the one that if we're going to the grocery store, we may or may not tell our partner. If we're
right,
just running to the grocery store and coming back, right?
right.
Some people may need that,
That's true. That's fair. Yeah, yeah.
right? So that's why I say in general, yes, everything that could impact the relationship, because we're looking at it like I'm just going to the groceries, there's no impact.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be that, well, she cheated on me with the owner of that grocery store.
Well,
Well,
damn.
yeah, we're in the meat aisle, that wasn't the only meat that was in the aisle, but it could be something like that, right? So yeah, in general, everything that yes to everything that impacts the relationship, no to everything else.
I think that in that situation, it's best to find another grocery store. Um,
Yeah, yeah, just because the meat is always on sale, wink, wink, doesn't mean you should, you should always go. But Terraine have the best melons in town. Get yourself some other melons, or enjoy the melons at home. How
right,
about that?
right. There you
Right
go. There you go.
there you go. I just think sometimes people overshare.
Yeah.
And people overshare and it gets them into trouble, right? Not because they're trying to hide something, it's just the way that they say things. Let's be honest, there's some people in relationships, there's something that can be so innocent, but the way they describe it, they make it sound suspicious.
Mm, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that is dangerous because then they're like, every time I say something, it just seems to come out wrong. Well, it's you. You're the one saying it.
Right. Yeah,
Right?
but it's the whole like this is such a mom thing to say, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And like
100%.
I've had people say that to me, like my mom when I was growing up, my kids, because I give them the opportunity. Look, you can call me out, just be respectful about it. Don't, like don't be rude, but well, it was how you said what you said. I wasn't upset. Yeah, but you came off a little aggressive, so I thought that, and I'm like, "Oh, my bad." Like, but
Mm.
I am an aggressive person apparently. So
You are.
sometimes
You
I
are.
say things and I'm like, "Oh, like no, I didn't mean that to be mean or rude. I just that's how I felt in the moment, That's just what I said." But if somebody, calls it out, then I'm gonna say, "Oh, like sorry, that's not how I meant it. This is how I meant it."
Absolutely. Like, I'll give you an example that someone shared with me is that someone wanted to speak to them on the phone, right? Innocent, nothing wrong with it. So the person's like, so one way to say that is, hey, are you free? I just want to call you for a moment. There's nothing wrong with that, right? The
Hmm.
way the person said it, right? And this person who they said to was married. Hey, I really need to hear your voice tonight.
Oh, is that so?
Exactly. Is that so? That's probably what the wife said. Oh, is that so?
Right.
Right? So, you know what I mean? We know that she
Yeah,
wanted to speak on the phone, right? It's the way that she said it because that, I don't care who you are, that comes off cross like, what does that mean?
right, right, yeah. Yeah, and it's really not like there wasn't any ill intentions behind it. But this is also why certain conversations shouldn't happen over text. Thank you to everyone for joining us today, and see you next time.